Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Garden Guitar. Jimmy Allen here with this cool uplifting song called Be Alright. So we're gonna look at this song with a capo set here on the 4th fret. We have 5 chords for this one, and we're gonna learn how to pick this, but also use the strumming patterns. So let's dive into this one. 5 chords, like I said, let's go over the chords. So the first one will be D. So that is open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. The next will be an A version like this. And the reason for that is we want this 3rd fret on the B string there to be kind of glued through the entire song there. So not your typical A there, you will have to slide out there on the 3rd fret instead. So that gives us open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and open E. That's your A. The next chord is the DF. That means the D with an F sharp in the bass. So you keep still these two glued there, and you just go up on the 2nd fret E string with your index finger, and that gives us 2nd E. Then I mute the next string with that finger to get a muted A, and then open D, 2nd G, 3rd B still, and open E. So that's the DF. And then we have the G. I played this version. All right, so that is 3rd on E. I use my middle finger for that one. And then I mute the next string, which is the A. And then comes the open D. Then again, 2nd G, 3rd B, and open E. You can go open E here, or you can also add, if you can or want, the 3rd fret E string. It's up to you, all right? And then finally we have the B minor. So it's like this. It's a bar chord, so you place the bar here on the 2nd fret, and you bar all strings there except from the last E in the bass. So 5 strings from bottom up, and then the rest will be 4th on D, 4th on G, and 3rd on B. So there you have the different chords. Now let's take a look at the verse, and we can choose to play that with a picking pattern or a strumming pattern. So let's go for the picking pattern, and the chord progression here will be D, A, D, F, and G. All right. So when it comes to picking here, I'm going to look at the first chord, the D, and like I said, we have these 2 fingers here kind of glued to the 2nd fret G string and 3rd fret B string. So we're going to start with this position here. I use my middle finger and my ring finger for these 2 strings. Middle on the G string and my ring finger on the B string. Like this, and you're going to play. All right. So that is open D string. And then you're going to play the 2nd G together with 3rd B, and try to focus more on the 2nd G to emphasize that one. The 3rd B string is just kind of supporting the G string. So you're going to play open D and then the G and B together, and then you clap, and then you answer again with the 2nd G and 3rd B. That will be the pattern for all these 4 chords. So, and then a longer pause, and then comes the next chord. Now it's the A. You just switch the bass note. So now the bass note is the open A string. Everything else is the same. So that gives us. And then you switch to the new bass note when it comes to the D, F chord. You're gonna add with your index finger here on the 2nd fret E string. That's a new bass. Everything else is the same. And then for the last G, I think it's a great way if you can recuperate your fingers like this. I do it. You can also slide out to the 3rd fret E string there. A little bit awkward when it comes to the grip here. You could. It's not that hard actually, but I recuperate to get this position here. It's up to you, but the new bass note now will be on the 3rd fret E string, and everything else is the same, and that gives us. Okay, but you can also go with your index finger sliding and crossing on the 3rd fret E string like this. All right, up to you. Okay, so that gives us with one chord progression D, A, D, F, and G. Sounds like this. Alright, so there we have it. You can also use a strumming pattern if you don't want to pick, not comfortable with that. So hold the chords as they are. So that means this is the D, then this is the A, and the D, F, and the G, like this. Alright, so one strumming around will be down, up, clap, down. So with D, down, up, clap, down. You're gonna play one strumming around per chord. It goes like this. Get a lot of noise there from my E string. Try to avoid that. If you want, you could try to stay around the G string again to have the same or similar sound to the picking. So it's up to you, something like this. So that's the first play. Let's go into the chorus. Now on the chorus you will have to use a new strumming pattern, and if we grab the D again, that happens to be the first chord again in this chorus, so the D chord, and with that we have one strumming pattern that goes down, down, up, clap, down, down, clap, down. So the first part is down, down, up, clap, down. Down, down, up, clap, down. Then you have a short pause, and then comes the final part that goes down, clap, down. All right, so down, clap, down. And then you start immediately on the next chord. So one strumming around with D will sound. And we have a chord progression that goes one strumming around per chord, and the chords will be D, A, B minor, and back to D. So it starts and it ends with D. So D, that's what's going on in the chorus. Now you have to put your parts together on your own. Two different parts only, verse and chorus play, and that pretty much covers Jimmy Allen's Be Alright. So a happy song, give it a try on guitar, it suits very well. So till next time, play tuned.